latest then?
Well, I've had a very, very good meeting with Roberto, 12 o'clock noon. And what we've discussed has been about the future of Wigan Athletic. You know, it's so important that we get things right. And Roberto has asked me certain questions about training facilities, planning permissions for what we're trying to do. Are we going ahead with various projects, all in the building of Wigan Athletic? So I like the questions, but I don't want to give them an answer until I'm absolutely sure that I can fulfil my promises. So we're going to meet again on Monday, Tuesday next week, when I will have investigated certain things, and I can give Roberto the correct answers, and he can then tell me. And I'm hopeful, by the way, that he's going to stay. It's very promising, I think, at present.
Well, it is. The fans will be very encouraged by the fact that he's talking about the future and also about the long-term future of the club. That suggests that if he does stay, he might want to stay for a while as well.
I would say that is exactly what Roberto's looking at. He wants me and the football club to commit to what we want to do. That's build our youth facilities, our coaching, our training grounds. And everything that Roberto wants to do means that we are making progress with Wigan Athletic, and we've come from the 4th division, and we are still short on certain areas. There's no question about that. But Roberto wants to put these things right, and he wants me to commit. And I've asked for a little time to talk to Roberto, and it's put the ball in my court to some degree, that he wants me to commit and do certain things, of which I believe in, he believes in. We have to invest in our youth, and we're aware of that, and I think the whole of football needs to look at it much more seriously, and we have to invest in youth of British players. You know, we've a lot of foreign players now in the Premier League, and I think time has come for us to start looking at our own bread, our own boys.
A lot of people will have expected you to have to use your persuasive charms to get him to stay. Was it a bit of a surprise when he's put the ball back in your court now?
It was to a degree, but I know Roberto, and I was expecting him to be honest, which he always is. And the questions he asked me, I was expecting to a degree, but had he had another club in mind and he was going to move, he wouldn't have asked me those questions, which gives me great encouragement. And I think the fans should look at that and think, Roberto may well be staying, and hopefully he will be.
Has he given any indication that other clubs might have been interested in him so far?
No, he hasn't. He's never said that one club has approached him. He's always honest, and he would tell me that if a club had approached him, but he's not said a word about any club approaching him. So, on the back of that, I would say that there's no club really put anything forward to him.
Absolutely. And now that you're going down to the Championship as well, he'll obviously be trying to get the club back up again as soon as possible. And how much is that an important part in keeping a manager like Roberto Martinez, showing that vision that you can get them back up straight away?
Well, we're going into Europe as well. We're winning the FA Cup, which is fantastic. So we're playing in Europe. In the Championship, I think we've got another 8 games that we've got to play. So we're talking about a minimum of 12 to 14 games extra next season. So we've got to get more players, we've got to get a bigger staff. There's all kinds of things we've got to do now. And Roberto is asking the right questions. And he's sort of said to me, are we doing that? Can we do that? And I have asked for a little time to give him answers that I know we can back up.
Yeah, you've got some sums to do. We'll let you get on with them. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Was that good?
That was lovely.